Let's understand some of the built-in functions of SQL. The first one will say sign. Select SIG and sign for 100 from dual. This will give you 1. The sign of 100 being the positive number, any positive number, okay, will be written as 1. But if it is the numbers are negative number, then will return -1. And if the number is 0, it will return 0. Okay, please remember. So when I say select 100 and say 1000 from 12, it will give 1 positive number. Okay, but if I say again 10,000, it will give you 1. If I say 100.123 or something, right, it will give you 1. So it's a positive number, right? But if it is a negative number, it will give you -1. If you say, if I give it as 100, it will give you -1. If I say 10, -1. Okay, but if it is 0, you will find 0. So if I say 1000 minus 1000, it will give -1000. 1000 minus 1000 is equivalent to 0, right? So output is 0, right? But if I say 1000 minus 100, that is, it will give you 900. So 900 is what? Positive. So positive means 1, correct? But if I say 1100 minus 1000, this will give you -900. So -900 is negative. Okay, so it will give you -1. Fine. Okay, hope you understood. Let's go for the next one. That is select ABS, stand for absolute value of 100, that is positive number. Okay, from dual. So this will give you what? 100. ABS, select spelling wrong, SLECT. Okay, 100. So absolute value of 100, any positive value or negative value, it will always return the positive value. Okay, once again, if you give any positive value or negative value, it will give you always the positive value, and 0, it will return as 0. Okay, so if it is 1000, it will return 1000. But if I say -1000, it return 1000 positive value. Okay, but if I say -100, it will return 100. If I say -0.500 decimal value, okay, it will give you positive value. So it always returns the positive value of a number. Okay, now if it is an expression, for example, if I say 10 plus 20, okay, minus 30, okay, all the kind of calculation, any kind of expression, after the calculation of that expression, if it is positive value, then it will give the positive value. If it is negative, it will still give you the positive value. For example, I'll do the calculation part also. Say 10 plus 20 minus 30. Okay, so here both are giving 0, so the output is 0, the absolute value is 0. Okay, suppose I say 300, here also will be 300. Okay, so the output was -20, -270, but since it is negative, it will give you the positive value, always the positive value. Okay, whether it is positive or negative, always positive. Okay, so be positive. So if I say absolute value of sal minus 1600, okay, and here also sal minus 1600, okay. So, and this is sal is from not dual, it is from ENP semicolon, right? Okay. So here one is absolute value and where is just normal, that is sal minus 1600. So sal 16 minus, this is the value. So wherever it's positive, this is positive, so positive, okay, this is okay, this is positive, 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 positive value is returned. Here is positive, negative number 800, it has converted into positive. Okay, it just removes the minus sign. 350 is 350, okay, absolute value is 350. Here is all positive value, here is all negative values, because there is no absolute value here. But when you say absolute value, it will convert into positive values. Okay, so it was minus 100, minus 500 here, this is converted into 500, so on. Okay, but in the similar case, if I say SIGN sign of sal minus 600, again same thing. Okay, what happened? See, here sign means if it is positive, it will give you 1, and if it is negative, minus 1, and if it is 0, it will give you 0. Okay, so sal minus 16, right? Sal minus 16 is here 300, 3400, so the positive value is 1. This is also positive 1, positive 1. So here it is negative, here it is negative, so it is minus 1. It is 0, 0. It is negative, minus 1, right? So all are negative here, as all are negative here, so all are negative, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, and so on. Okay, now let's, I hope you understood this thing. Okay, sign and absolute value. Now let's understand what is mode. So it says select mode, MOD, mode of 10, 2, 10, 5 from 12. Okay. Now what is mode? Mode is a function that returns the remainder of a number. For example, what is the mode of 10, 5? 10, 5 means 10 divided by 5. 10 divided by 5. After dividing 10 is divided by 5. What is the remainder? That is called mode. Mode means give me the remainder of that number 10 divided by 5. Okay, so the remainder is 0. How? Let's see here. 10, 5, that is 10 divided by 5. Okay, 10 divided by 5, 10 2s of 10, 10 is given here, 0 balance. 0 balance means 10 cut off, 0, and the output is 0, and output is 0 here. Okay, but if I say here 10, if I say instead of 10 we say 12, 5, the remainder is 2. The remainder is 2. How the remainder is 2? The remainder means here I'll show you 12, 5. 12 is 2. How? 10 is 12 divided by 5. 5 2s are 10, 10, and the balance is 2. This is the 2. This is the remainder. Okay, so 2 is the remainder and 2 is the remainder here. Okay, so that means 12 is not perfectly divisible by 5. Okay, whereas 10 is perfectly divisible by 5 because it is returned 0. That's why it is perfectly divisible by 5. This is another condition. Okay, now if I say 12 divided by 2, this is perfectly divisible by 2. 2 is perfectly divisible by 2, that's why it is 0. Or in other words, we can say 12 by 2 means 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2, okay, there's 2 2s are 6, okay, that is 12, 2 6 are 12, right, 12 here, and 12 minus, that becomes 0, and 0 is the output, so it is divisible perfectly by 2 one way, okay, or the remainder of 12, 2 is 0, okay. So mode gives you or returns the remainder of a particular number divided by some number. Okay, so I can say divided by m, n. M is this and n is this. Okay, so mode of 12, 5. What is the output will be? You know it. Okay, let's say 12, 6. 6, it will be 0, because why? Because 12 divided by 6, 6 is 2 is 12, right? So 2 is 2 and remainder is 0. Okay, is it? I can also say another way is that is 13 is a odd number or not. Any number perfectly divisible by 2, we call it as odd number, even number. Okay, if it is perfectly divisible, then it is even number. So if it is perfectly divisible, the balance will be 0, the remainder will be 0, that means it is even number. Now here 13 comma 2, it is not perfectly divisible, the output is 1, remainder is 1, so it is called odd number. So 13 is an odd number. But if I say 12, right, remainder will be 0, that is even number. But if I say 15, it's a odd number. We know that 15 is an odd number. How? 15 is not perfectly divisible by 2. Okay, 2 sevens are 14 and still remains 1. That is output is 1 here. Okay, remainder is 1. But if I say 16, it is divisible exactly, right, by 2. It's because 8 2s are 2 8s are 18, 2 8s are 16, right, and remainder is 0, so it is even number. But when I say 17, it's not divisible by 2 because it is not perfectly divisible by 2, right, so it is odd number. 17 is a odd number actually. Okay, so when you divide by the 18, 2 8s are 16 and remainder is 1. Okay, you can see 1. Okay, so that is called odd number. Okay, so this way we can understand, we understood what is mode, what is sign, and what is absolute value.